This one is called Sam and Delilah from a show called Girl Crazy, 1930. And this was sung by Ethel Merman, legendary musical actress, as the character Frisco Kate in a Western saloon. Delilah was a floozy. She never gave a damn. Delilah wasn't choosy till she fell for a swell buckaroo whose name was Sam. Delilah got in action. Delilah did her pooch. She gave him satisfaction, and he fell neath her spell with the aid of love and hooch. But one day, so they tell us, his true wife he did crave. Delilah, she got jealous, and she tracked him and hacked him and dug for Sam a grave. It's always that way with passion. So cowboy, learn to behave, or else you're liable to cash in with no tombstone in your grave. Delilah, oh Delilah, she's no babe in the wood. Run, cowboy, run a mile. If you love that kind of woman, she'll do you no good. The sheriff got Delilah. They swung her from a tree. The records are on file. It's distressing, but the lesson is an easy one to see. And about that song, he says, he's criticizing his own work. He says, I see now that the placing of hooch and cooch on long, full notes of a slow tune was difficult for the singer. So there are lots of times in the book where he mentions that writing lyrics for songs is a lot more than just thinking of the words and the meanings and so forth. You have to really consider the singer's ability to, how they're going to fit with the music and the ability of a singer to pronounce things clearly in certain orders. And so he says, I got away with it thanks to Ethel Merman's ability to sustain any note, any human or humane length of time. Few singers could give you coo for 7 beats and come through with a terrifically convincing ch at the end for cooch. And then he, again, explains origins of the words that he's using, like hoochie cooch. Hooch being it's a synonym for whiskey in the Klondike region, probably based on an intoxicating liquor developed earlier by the Hoochinoo Indians of Alaska, and cooch from hoochie coochie, a daring oriental belly dance viewed by the less respectable at the Chicago's World's Fair in 1893. So interesting little asides that he gives to the context of the songs. The final one from this group that he calls sagas actually has the word saga in the title. It's called the Saga of Jenny, and it's also from the show Lady in the Dark. And this is also sung by the Liza character that I read the earlier song from, played by Gertrude Lawrence in the original show. There once was a girl named Jenny, whose virtues were varied and many, excepting that she was inclined always to make up her mind. And Jenny points to a moral with which you cannot quarrel, as you will find. Jenny made her mind up when she was 3. She herself was going to trim the Christmas tree. Christmas Eve she lit the candles, tossed the taper away. Little Jenny was an orphan on Christmas Day. Poor Jenny, bright as a penny, her equal would be hard to find. She lost one dad and mother, a sister and a brother, but she would make up her mind. Jenny made her mind up when she was 12 that into foreign languages she would delve. But at 17 to Vassar, it was quite a blow that in 27 languages she couldn't say no. Jenny made her mind up at 22 to get herself a husband was the thing to do. She got herself all dolled up in her satins and furs, and she got herself a husband, but he wasn't hers. Jenny made her mind up at 39 she would take a trip to the Argentine. She was only on vacation, but the Latins agreed. Jenny was the one who started the good neighbor policy. Poor Jenny, bright as a penny. Her equal would be hard to find. Oh, passion doesn't vanish in Portuguese or Spanish, but she would make up her mind. Jenny made her mind up at 51. She would write her memoirs before she was done. The very day her book was published, history relates, there were wives who shot their husband in some 33 states. Poor Jenny, bright as a penny, her equal would be hard to find. She could give cards and spadies to many other ladies, but she would make up her mind. Jenny made up her mind at 75 that she would live to be the oldest woman alive. But gin and rum and destiny play funny tricks, and poor Jenny kicked the bucket at 76. Jenny points a moral with which we cannot quarrel. Makes a lot of common sense. Jenny and her saga prove that you are gaga if you don't keep sitting on the fence. Jenny and her story point the way to glory to all man and womankind. Anyone with vision comes to this decision. Don't make up. You shouldn't make up. You mustn't make up. Or never make up. Anyone with vision comes to this decision. Don't make up your mind.